just have a piece of shrink wrap. And this is in my electrical toolbox, just a cheap little screwdriver. Made in the US though. Oh ho. Take the shrink wrap, put it over so. And if you don't have one of these bad boys yet, I'm telling you what, starting a fire or whatever you have, nice. And look there. Now when you're working on your electrical stuff, you're not arcing out everywhere. You can reach in there, work in a fuse box, and you are golden. And you can just keep that in your electrical toolbox. Pretty slick. Check it out. Hello folks, Luke Simons with you, back to the Basics 101. Got one of my good buddies, Elvin, with me. He's a contractor here in the surrounding area that I live. And he showed me something he's doing on a project right now that is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Elvin, what you've got here right now could, once these are filled up, you could easily fill up a small storage container pretty easily.
Absolutely.
Like a unit.
Absolutely. There's a lot of storage up here for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's just absolutely. And how deep are those shelves?
Those are 2 foot.
They're
And
2
so,
foot.
yeah, you take a piece of plywood, rip it right down the middle, and you get 2 pieces out of one. And 2 feet is the base. That's the basic depth that you're gonna want.
I see.
And it gets you the best savings, I believe.
Savings. And those are solid. Could you walk on them roughly?
I could walk on them. I was up there. I laid on this one right here.
Did you?
I laid down on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Lay down on the
Makes
job
a great,
site.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes it great.
All out of the way. Free storage. Organized. Think about the ramifications of this, folks. I mean, out of the way. Totally out of the way here. And Elvin, I really like what you did here over the top of the garage door. I mean, just out of the way completely.
So I have one of the best mechanics in town. This man is a specialist in carburetors. Look how he utilized this space underneath his step. That is a splendid old idea. He keeps his General Oil filters right underneath his step, which is amazing.
Check it out. Pretty cool. Free storage.
In this same mechanic's bathroom, look how he utilized this space. Instead of decorating, he used this space for what it should be used for. Now, this isn't an attorney's office. This is a mechanic shop. Everything organized, labeled. Can't help but love it. And a few decorations did make it in there. Just love this bathroom. It's absolutely awesome. Everything has a place and everything is in its place.
I wanted to show you what we have here. My son nicknamed this the spoiler. So this is an old lick tub back when we used to do lick tubs. I made a plywood top and I used motor oil, of course. It's the cowboy's friend. And just open her up. I put a hinge on it. Let's see here. Put a hinge on it. And I cut the hinge in. Just put her in there like so. And believe it or not, it hasn't really got any water. And I suppose a driving wind could do it. But you use a little bit of used motor oil. Two, 3 times. This is the first coat on here. That water will just bead right off. I've got a couple tool belts in there so they didn't blow away. I keep little range cubes in there.
we call it cake, but a lot of folks, different places, call it range cubes. And you will spoil cattle pretty quickly. I also keep it around for the horses. Horses like to munch on it and such. But anyways, right there, I always have some range cubes or some cake. You watch this. Hum buses! Hum buses! Hum buses! Oh yeah. Come buses! Hum buses! Hum buses! Right now, every single time they will do that. And they will all start to come. And I just keep a couple of them around. It makes them pretty friendly. They'll start eating that right out of your hands. I know some of you holistic guys are saying, Luke, you do that and you're going to spoil your cows and then they won't drive. Well, you know, really technically I haven't had that problem. I still drive them. They still know how to drive quite well. I just took a bungee cord. Of course, you shorten a bungee cord by putting a couple knots in there. I put a handle on one side and just tighten it around. If you don't run a handle or a bungee cord, what you will have is some smart horse coming up here and flipping that open all day on you. That's what we call a spoiler.
Right out, set center of gravity.
That's awesome.
This is just way cool. Check this out. It's an 80, what year did you say?
89.
89.
Yeah.
89. It's got in the back here, little extension and a third door. I like how they kept that third door. Check that out. Just way cool. And then a real deep box.
It's nice having it.
Oh, thank you.
Or
Awesome.
sleep on that bench, it's not that bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, really got to.
You can see how many states it's been to every magnet. So.
Oh, that is too cool. 350 in there?
Yep. It's nice to be able to fit under it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no computer to deal with.
Absolutely. And then just bent it over. And then I really like this too. If you can see this, it just bent the cab right over. So that's just the metal, and they just beat it into shape. That is too cool. And like you said, really a deep, well, those are 15-inch tires, maybe 16s.
Yep.
And that tire just barely sticks over, so you can see how deep it is. That is just way cool. Kept the back doors. This is awesome. As always, thanks for watching. May the Lord guide and keep you. Happy trails.